So here's our HTML that gets displayed inside each element. So let's look at it. So we have a hyperlink. We've set the class on the hyperlink to the current dialog style and then link. Then we've set the href to be a hash because we're going to handle this through JavaScript. We've set the title to be the actual description of the order, and then we've set the on-click of the hyperlink to this JavaScript function called edit event, and then we pass in the ID of the event that we'd like to edit, and then we call the e.stop event JavaScript function to stop the event bubbling up to higher levels because we don't want anyone else to be handling this event. And then finally we say return false, and then here we have the actual hyperlink text, which is the name of the customer who placed the order, and then we have the close anchor element over there. So le.html now, inner HTML has been built up, and if we go and look at a particular order, you can see here we've built, here's the HTML that we built up, and we set le.innerHTML, causing us to set this value over here. So le.innerHTML is all of the content over here underneath the actual day values. So when we click over there, and then we call our JavaScript function and we display the order ID. So in the case where there was only a single order on the day, the JavaScript that builds up this HTML is quite simple. But now let's look at the case where there's more than one order. So you can see here we're displaying a little pop-down menu over there. So now let's go and look at this code over here, and this is the code that gets executed if there is more than one order and we want to use a pop-up menu. So now what we're doing is we're creating a JavaScript variable called window content and a JavaScript array called menu items, and then what we're going to do is we're going to loop over every order for that particular day, and we're going to populate this array here. So you can see that we're pushing onto the array a JSON object that has two properties, one called HTML and one called click. So the HTML is what gets displayed in the pop-up menu, and you can see here we've got a span, and inside the span we've got title, a title property which contains the actual details of the order. And then we have the customer name over there as well. So this is what's going to get displayed in the pop-up menu, and this is the bubble help for that item. And then when the user selects an item from the menu, we'd like to call this on-click event over here, and we're constructing a function. So we're using the JavaScript function method to construct a function call, which is going to call edit event and then the event ID. So this loop over here is just simply populating this menu items array with an array of JSON objects, and each JSON object has an HTML property, which is a string, and an on-click, which is a function. So then the next thing that we need to do is actually set this menu items object inside the data object with this array. So you can see over here what we're doing is setting menu items for the current date equal to this array over there. So let's pause now and then continue in the next video.